It's not easy being me. I know that's a very selfish thing to say, but then, I've been feeling selfish lately. And selfish is something I'm not allowed to be. People expect, need me to be selfless. Or they did need me. Once. Did you say you were feeling selfish or sorry for yourself? Both. Well, maybe the man who's not needed didn't notice he just played to nearly a full house. He noticed. But you know that dictionary? The one where cleanness is next to you-know-whatness? Fear follows faith in it too. Do you blame them for being afraid? I'm afraid they blame me. Guilt by association. I see your point. That's just it. I'm wondering if I ever had one. And it's not guilt, it's distrust by association. There's a difference. Yeah, there is, and it's not subtle. I absolve you for not seeing it. Being a cop, your vision of the world is like your cars, black and white. Thank you, Father. Don't mention it, baby. You haven't called me that in a long time. Not since before I took my vows, which was, give or take, 15 years ago, and what I wouldn't give to take them back. You're right. Don't remind me. About feeling selfish. You want to be alone. Lupe, it's the last thing I want. But for the first time, I understand that's what we are. And if this past year did nothing else, it's proven that to me. That's funny, because this year taught me how unbelievably connected we all are. Every one of us, everywhere. Even though we don't know each other. I cried when I realized that. You cry? I'm about to. Then you should go, Lieutenant. Take care of yourself, Daniel. I have doctors to do that for me, Lupe. Make sure they do their job. Oh my! I don't think you want to do that. Why am I here? You can read minds too? I'm not bad at reading expressions. I imagine the one you see most is fear. Not enough. At least not in the faces I'd like to see it in, and too much in the faces that have nothing to be afraid of. Do you know how many times I've flown over this church? More than you can count? No. I must say, it's more impressive on the inside than the out. But then, anything full of secrets usually is. What secrets are you referring to? The ones you keep. Me? I have secrets you're interested in? Don't you? I thought it was part of your vocation. Other people's secrets? You mean confessions? Jesus, if you're asking what I think you are, can you read minds? To divulge any, you won't? I can't, not even to you. It's not about secrets, it's about trust, and I can't betray that. Then I can trust you. You mean you're here for... Can I get you some water? I'm alright. Good. Is the world? What, good? No, alright? What kind of question is that? That question is the reason I'm here. Is the world a better place than it was a year ago? You mean since? Of course I don't. I know the world is much worse off. I know that. I know mine is. What I meant is, after. I wasn't responsible for what happened, but there have been events since. Wait. Why did it happen? You're asking, where was I? Are you sure you can't read minds? I was a million miles away, chasing my holy trinity. 3 words. Superman, save me. When I heard them, I was in bed. You sleep? I was in bed, and then I was in the stars. If you ever get a chance, it's truly breathtaking, even though it's impossible to breathe. Superman, save me. The only thing I could hear. I imagined that for you it would be like a knot, flitting just outside your ear. Barely a sound, but deafening. Superman, save me. It was the Lantern. He's like me, with abilities that, actually, he's more like you. You mean human? No. I left him there free to fight his battle. He didn't need my help. And I came home. As I entered the atmosphere, I gradually let myself hear what was being broadcast, to see if I was needed, if there was something I'd missed. And let me tell you, it's just as chilling for someone like me as it is for you. When every signal, in every language, is reporting exactly the same thing. I listened and I heard it all. The panic in the voices, the anguish in the sighs, the uncertainty in the calm. But I couldn't hear what I needed to. And for the first time, I was really afraid, lost without my rhythm. I searched everywhere, believe me, everywhere twice. But still, it was still no rhythm, no heartbeat, none. My wife was gone. I never knew you were, but she was part of the vanishing. What turned out to be a million people on Earth, disappearing without a trace. And I was a million miles away when it happened. That's symmetry for you. But you can't blame yourself. You asked me to hear I asked you to listen. I regret I wasn't here when the vanishing happened. I might have been able to prevent it. Might, but after what happened, after what I did, my sin was to save the world. I have to go. I knew it was too late when I got the feeling I was in the wrong place at the wrong time. At first, for a second, the first thing that went through my head was, oops, like it was a mistake. Then, faster than a speeding bullet, I understood that this wasn't just some spilled milk, but the end. The end of me, the most important thing in the world. The what? I know. I'm not the most important anything anywhere, but when you think you're gonna die, that's the way you feel. And then when he showed up, I know he wasn't there just to save me, but he made me feel like he was. Like my life mattered, like I really was important. I'll never forget that. You forgot my toast. No, I didn't. Hi, John. Hey, Father Leone. What can I get for you? The peaches? Out of this world. How's Randy? Kids. He's not sick, is he? No. Listen, Father, me and the missus should have called, but Randy, kids, they hear things, they get confused, they don't know what to think. Their friends, the abuse, the names, it ain't easy. No, It's not. We just think it's better for him if maybe for a while. You're probably right. You know, kids. Tell him he's always welcome back. I will, Father. Thanks for understanding. Enjoy the peaches. God damn! Something bothering you, Father? Nothing I can't live with. Ha! Why is that funny? Because the alternative isn't. Is this a bad time? No, I'm sorry. My time is yours. Then let me make the most of it. The last time I was here, I mentioned my sin. Trying to save the world. Better men than you have tried and failed. Better than me? Well, they were just men. Why do you think they failed? Because no matter how many people a man tries to save, his own life will ultimately prove to be the most important to him. So if you dedicate your life to humanity, eventually you will regard yourself as the one most purely human? That's food for thought. If you're a dog. Hey, now that's funny, I understand. Well, let him with the biggest sin cast the first. That's what it looked like. The vanishing. From the earth, it was undetectable, but from the sky, weather satellites recorded the anomaly, spreading out over the globe. The trouble was, it only picked up the ripples, and not the stone that caused them. But it did show roughly where they started from. A piece of earth that's known for war. Move! Ready? The vanishing originated somewhere in a 300-mile region. Some might say, so did life, civilization, faith, and death. A region, a desert where blood flows more freely than water. I went, like I always do, with the intentions to save humanity from a catastrophic threat. But when I got there, I decided to save you from yourselves. I took your guns away from you. All of them? Every last one. Along with your rocket launchers, mortars, grenades, and knives. I took them and I destroyed them. And I told you, no more. One stone, that's all it took. Invaders from Mars, creatures on the loose, mad scientists and giant robots, boogeymen hiding under beds and closets. I've always tried to show you that there's nothing to be afraid of. That fear was in your mind. But then you showed me the greatest threat to humanity is in your hearts. I'm sorry. For what? I don't know. I guess for the way you feel. Don't take responsibility for humanity. Better man than you. I'm sorry. Here. Even a perfect stone creates ripples. Yes, it does. I'd always believed that because I had the absolute power to impose my will, meant I had to absolutely have the will not to. And when I did, you did with your best intentions. Did I? I wonder. Maybe I let my emotions get the better of me. How couldn't you? The question is, how could I? Do I even have emotions that you understand? I have had a wife, but is what I feel for her love, or what I think love is? Am I capable of love? I don't know how to respond to that. What if I was just a man who came to you and said that his wife was taken away from him, and he wanted that the world to pay for that? I'd say, there's no love in revenge. And I respond, as a man, spare me your cliches. But then I learned, though we want to dismiss them, cliches are what they are. Because there's an inescapable science to them, just as every action has an equal and opposite reaction. What I've done by disarming a tiny country gave an entire region the will to war. General Knox, we have the Royal Guard buckling. The king will fall today. According to news reports, he's asked for asylum in his dreams. No asylum. I promise to you and the rest of this country, we will all stand over a king on his knees. It might be better for all if we let the king escape. Without their figurehead, our figurehead, we will make him an example. If we let him leave the country, his guard will surrender. It would save some lives. I know, but at what cost? Was that? Yes, he's finished with our neighbor and now has come for our house.
Equals.
We're ready for you, General. The palace is secure, and I rolled out a red carpet.
We're moving in, but someone will be there before us.
Who's got the stones to drop in this? Man, oh man, what are you doing here? Putting an end to whatever the hell it is you are trying to do. Liberating a country? Sounds like a nice way to spend an afternoon. Then why are you harshing it? That hurt, didn't it? I felt worse. Pride wounded? Not a scratch on me. There's probably not any room with all the ugly. Equals, stand down. Knox, we have no quarrel with Superman, do we? Not if you throw down your weapons and surrender to the proper authority. If we do that, you'll be picked up and put back in our hands, because I am the authority now, proper or not. I know why you came here. You saw war and hoped to stop it. There's no denying that is admirable. But do you know why I'm here? I saw oppression and fought to end it, and I have. Is that not admirable as well? You don't have to answer, but I do ask you to listen. Listen to the people, because to ignore their voice, as has been done here since the day they learned to speak, is morally wrong. Their voice not only needs to be heard, but to be believed. You came to my country to stop a war. The war is over. It's time to start the healing. Knox, what can I do to help? There were fires raging, people trapped under not only tons of rubble, but the weight of the world. The dying, the wounded, the orphaned. I did what I could, what I always do. I cleaned up the mess you've made. That's a rather callous way to phrase what you did. Just saying if you were paying attention. I can't say I blame you for feeling that way though. I mean, people look to you to save them, probably most of the time from their own mistakes. They do things knowingly wrong, and they look to you afterwards to make them right. Why do you bother? Because I can. That doesn't mean you have to. Yes, it does. Why? If it's not out of love, you're not just a good one. You're an active listener. It's part of my vocation. Mine too. And though I can listen to everything occasionally, I don't hear what I should. So, this is the device. How does it work? From what the Minister of Science admitted, General Knox, it doesn't. So its capability was to fire once? No, it's still operational, but like a shotgun, it has no accuracy. The minister, in his confession, coughed that it was used against us. My armies did not suffer any losses. No, sir, for all its power, this machine, weapon, can't be focused when it's fired. The target is my world. Your world? Your world does not belong to you. I meant that personally. Someone close to you. This is responsible for that? No, the man who used it, who intended its use to wipe me from the face of your world. He's responsible. Where is this man now? This man, more of a dog actually, this former king, is with Equus.
General Knox.
Yes.
Equals?
Thought you might like to hear this. "672 miles per hour. That's the speed of a bullet fired from an M60. It's been said that I'm faster than a speeding bullet, and I am. But sometimes, being faster than a speeding bullet is not fast enough. Equus, give him to me." "What the? Whose side are you on?" "What's that? A line in the sand. Do you know what sand is, Equus? It's stones, hills, mountains, reduced by time. It's quartz, it's volcanoes. Save your breath, superstar." Sand. There's more of it swirling around your head than there are stars in a universe that goes on forever. But it's just sand. Sand. Heated to the right temperature, it becomes. That ain't sand. That's blood. Yours. And that's yours. Already caked with sand. I'm going to kill you. You're going to try. Maybe you should try something that might surprise me. Sand, wind, water, time move sand places it was never meant to be. Covering up things we shouldn't see. I don't know what to say. That's because there really are no words to understand. Evil. The best humanity can do is define it as an opposite, and that doesn't do it justice. To me, evil is like genius. What? A word used to describe something that falls very short of the word. I know the belief in evil is part of faith, but have you ever seen evil, Father? I've seen inhumanity. Then let me tell you, to be in the presence of evil, it is to be both utterly offended and absolutely afraid. It's an assault one never fully recovers from. And speaking abstractly, to see evil is to lose. Because to see evil is to know it exists. I've seen evil. I battle against it. But it's a war I'll never win. Because often evil is the eye of the beholder. General Knox, get away from that machine. Weapon, Superman. It is a weapon. Planning on using it? My only plan is for it not to be used against me, which means keeping it. I rule this nation now, and this weapon belongs to this nation. That weapon caused the disappearance of 1 million people, and I've just witnessed how you rule, Knox. A butcher has more compassion. You saw butchers being executed for war crimes, and they died quickly. They didn't stand a chance, let alone a trial. What gives you the right to be my judge, Superman? Is it your power? Is your will greater than that of my people? The people in that mass grave I uncovered demand I make a judgment. Then the verdict has already been handed down. What you uncovered was how the dog you left staring at the bones he'd buried dealt with anyone who opposed him. That killing field is not of my doing, but of my destiny. I don't know what to say? Start with your prayers. Equus, this is not... Shut up, Nox. I will not let you... Let me what? I'm not here on your dime. You are here to aid. I was here to win a war. You ready to start another? You got me all wrong, alien. I'm not built to start wars, but to finish them. Alien. Equus had called me alien. Up to that point, I hadn't even thought about what he was, beyond his surface. So opening my eyes, I looked. I saw an entire system built on optic interface. Crocodilian skin cells laced with self-healing hinge molecules, webs of titanium-reinforced biometric arteries, and rivers of synthetic steroids, adrenaline, and endorphins. 3 grades of soft plastic I've never seen before. Oligotronic solar-powered fuel cells controlling 7 senses, and a nervous system pulsing with enough electricity to power a city block. But at his core, I saw DNA. Equus was human. But for all I saw, I missed the one thing that I shouldn't have. Desperation. Stay back. Give him to me. Ha ha ha. No! Then what I saw was the world blink. This time, right before my eyes. No. Equus and Nox were gone, vanished, along with 300,000 other people, stretching from Siberia to Sydney. It wasn't as bad the first time. I'm not speaking of the numbers, but it was like if it happened once, I wouldn't say we were prepared, but it was unexpected, but no longer unknown. That's to be expected. It's getting late. I have my rounds. Superman, will the vanishing happen again? Despite everything you've seen or heard, no. You have my word. Do you believe me? I believe in you. That's enough at the end of the day. Is it? I suppose it has to be, especially in a world that believes in lies. What the hell is this? Call it a flare. For the dramatic. My name is Mr. Orr. You have something that belongs to my employers.
It's proving to be very aggressive, Daniel. Meaning there's nothing more you can do? Well, other than pray? I'm not going to stop. A technician will be in shortly to take some blood. We'll see if there have been any changes.
Father Leone?
Guilty as charged. Huh. You wanna give me your arm? So I can get to work? Make a fist. Like this. So, you're a priest, huh? Bet that's a hell of a job. It's a calling. I don't imagine your job's any picnic either. Always being so close to death. It's a living. One hell of a living. MTs getting paid better these days? I have no idea what they make. Probably not enough though, right? My name's Orr. You and I have a mutual friend. I don't know what you're talking about. You calling me a liar? That's not very Christian of you. I should go. Not yes yet, ye of little faith. He's come to see you twice at your church. He's come to see me in hell. So that's it, huh? The cause of the vanishing, or should I say, shings? Reports right now are sketchy, but it did happen again. Sure you want to keep it? I'm not giving it to you. I don't know what it is, or who you are. Me? I'm nobody, but the people I represent are definite somebodies. That's a Comanche stealth helicopter. American military. I'm not. In my business, governments are on the payroll. And what business is that? None of your beeswax. I don't like you. I don't care. I was here to monitor things. Well, a thing equals I lost the signal, which means, improbable as it is to believe, he's dead. No, he isn't. Though he might be, I can't accept that he is. He vanished. Wow. Along with General Knox. Wowee. A very, very expensive mercenary and a visionary freedom fighter go poof. Not much in the big picture, well, compared to who's caught holding the bag. If you're suggesting I'm telling you what I see. You said this belongs to your employers. That's right. They financed Knox's war, loaned him equals. I'd say they deserve the spoils. I disagree. You do that, and I bet $100 the world would disagree with you. So next time you see our friend, tell him he owes me a C-note. You're behind? Never. I just let the right people know what I saw. They believed my eyes. Good God. Yeah, your good God gave you cancer. Believe my words when I say I can cure it. Maybe our friend can too. You should ask him, and depending on his answer, you might want to call me. Father Leone, how did you know I was... Never mind. To be honest, I expected to see you, but I thought you'd come walking. That's a play on your beliefs I'd never do to you. Because you can? Did you come to the shore to make me uncomfortable? Yes. Why? That's one of my questions. You have others. Can we start with that one? When word of what I did, along with the second vanishing, got out, it wasn't just ordinary people who got scared. No, extraordinary people did as well. First, you impose yourself in a nation's internal struggle. Then, you're directly linked to a second vanishing. Do you realize what you're doing? When don't I? I understand. The media are crucifying you, and I'm not sure it isn't warranted. Do you? Do you really? I don't think so. Because if you did, I'd know that you all could be next. And I know that. I'm asking you to trust me. You're asking us to stay out of the way. Mr. Orr mentioned that Knox militia had backers. Rich men. War has always been a privilege of the wealthy. I'll look into it. I'm not asking you to. So, forgive me if I say this tack you're on seems unwise. An event that affected the entire world you took personally, and through your actions made it so. I lost my wife, as did 274,000 other men. Are you comparing me to them? Is your capacity for grief any greater than theirs, or mine? I will do this alone. Will you trust me? What you're asking for might be more than we can allow. For what it's worth, you can have this fight. Personally, I'm glad you're taking it personally. These exceptional people had dedicated their lives to protecting this world from threats. What I was asking them to do was make me an exception. So alone, I went to my fortress of solitude. It was a place I'd built at the end of the globe, as far away from humanity as could be. but for the first time, it felt like home. And it was that feeling, not the wind or the ice storm outside, that sent a chill down my spine. I set to unraveling the mystery of the vanishing device. It clearly was built out of materials native to Earth, but the technology was beyond anything I've ever seen. And I've seen things you wouldn't believe. Knox had called it a weapon, which implies destruction, something that the machine couldn't do. It created distraction. Something I expected, something, in retrospect, I asked for. We call ourselves the Justice League of America, but Arthur wasn't American. He had been the king of Atlantis, and while I may have taken the vanishing personally, I'd interfered with the affairs of a sovereign state, which he took personally. Nothing was said between us, nothing had to be. His message was clear and distracting. I'd always believed that my role in the world was reactive. Like the League, I was here to protect the world from threats, to stop something before it got any worse. But my reaction to the vanishing has started something in the world, something that would grow. I wasn't born here, but it is here I'll die. I'm certain of that. Fatally certain. This city, metropolis, is my home. It made me what I am. From the moment I got here, its people welcomed me as their neighbor. They've looked to me for guidance, and they'll watch how I die. That responsibility is hard to shoulder. It means I can't be honest when I might really need to be. But I accept it, and I won't let them see the truth behind my brave face. Sometimes a brave face is truth enough. Only if it's yours. Do you know that I'm... Yes. I've known from the first time we met. I can see it growing. It's killing me, this thing. Sometimes I just want to cry. Then you should. Shouldn't you too? That's something I haven't done. I can't. There's been a lot on your mind. No, only one thing. My wife. And still, no tears.
You do not belong here.
Funny, I was about to say the same thing to you.
How can that be, foreigner, when I am here? You have offended my mother, so she has asked for vengeance.
My first reaction to this creature was that it was Arthur's doing, that the sea belongs to him, and this had sprung from the depths of his silence. But I was wrong again.
My brothers and I demand one thing: your exile.
I'm not going anywhere.
Then you and the dogs that have accepted you as one of them will be slaughtered.
Leave the dogs out of this. Being who I am, I don't have a problem being threatened. Most threats are just that, threats, words, like, I will destroy your world, and said by someone who's realized their own is about to be. Most threats aren't motivated by anything other than fear. The threatened getting threatening. That's how it goes most of the time. But not all.
Foreigner, you cannot defeat us. We will honor our mother and grind you into our brother's arms. We will destroy everyone you hold dear until we get our way. We will not be denied.
Neither will I.
Foreigner, you have taken my brother's words as an offer instead of how they were meant. This young, arrogant country that has suckled you, that nurtured you in its image, will suffer until we get our way, and that suffering will be in its own image.
My brothers, the foreigner has defied us.
The blood we spill then will be on his hand.
Before we tear them from his arms.
My brothers, the foreigner nears.
Foreigner,
We are the world.
we demanded your exile. And you refused.
There will now be death because of you.
Yes, there will.
We will obliterate.
This country,
Borders mean nothing to us. We are everywhere, foreigner.
Everything is us.
humanity,
Is a nest. Its extermination is meaningless.
We will wipe life from us, and it will begin anew.
all to get me to leave. That sounds liberating. An almost dead planet.
Almost. We vow to kill everything.
And when you do, I'll still be here. Then I will burn off your ozone and tear away your atmosphere. I will vaporize your oceans, and I will break you apart with my bare hands. I will scatter you, and you won't be anymore. Then, reluctantly, I will find a new home as a foreigner. What if the elemental giants hadn't backed down? I don't think I gave them the option not to. No, I suppose you didn't. The planet has been spinning for billions of years, and its own mortality seemed like something it had forgotten long ago. So you threatened to kill the world. Would you have done it? Sister. Your tears do not belong on the sand, but on my shoulder. To do this in memory of me. Daniel, come here. But if you want me to cure you, you have to believe in me. Good. That wasn't so hard, was it? Can you really cure me? Do you believe I can? Then I'm capable of anything. And so, Father, are you? Why me? No. Having trouble sleeping, Father? Don't move. You have something on your mouth. Huh. Well, what's a little blood between friends? Mr. Orr, I'm not your friend. Or confident. But see, I've picked you to be mine. Why? 'Cause I heard you were a good listener. So listen up. You know that fan? The one that gets hit? Well, it's about to be buried. Your other confidant, the one you don't ask the right questions, has made the wrong people nervous. The people you work for. No, they don't get nervous. They mean business and have the means to get what they want, eventually. I've met others, though, that aren't so patient. Take this, sister, and slay the man. Is this what you used? To take down another like him, I cut his hair.
and he took down a temple. What did you use on the poet king? The same thing I used on the weak one. He used this knife to give me a head in return. Are you so inclined? You have many names, witch. Call me what pleases you. Halcyon, I came to you only as comfort, not as a weapon. Of course, because the real weapons got the weapon. Jesus, it's dusty in here. Why don't one of you ladies grab a broom and clean it up? Why don't you use your tongue instead? Because you never let go until I suffocate. Infidel! Absolutely. I will listen to what I have to say before you feed me something you have more of a taste for. Halcyon once blew into the yonder, or 6 feet under. Why? My country. 'Tis of he, you cutie. Keep things on the QT. No one knows much about you, but connecting the dots is easy when a history book does it for you. So the offended national bit don't wash. The borders in the snape of the neck get changed more often than Wonder Chick's panties. You're getting dangerously close. I'm not backing away. You too may be immortal, but I'm not afraid to die. That makes us even. Tied up together. Ooh. And you don't want to get involved. I see that. But I know that you will. Soupy's got the device that caused the vanishing. How long do you think it will take him to figure it out? Not very. And then what? No. Very. So I can put you girls down as officially involved? And 1 out of 2 wasn't bad. Can I make it 2 out of 3, Danny boy? Not the response I was looking for. Hurts. And now it doesn't. See you next time. Superman, save me. What the hell do you think you're doing? Making your job look easy. Typical. Throw another, and I promise you, I won't move, and that every bone in your hand will be broken. What's this about, Clark? Cal. My name is Kal-El, Batman, and this is about some things I need to get off my chest. Why don't you start with the S? I prefer to start with the man. I admire you. Through sheer, determined will, you made yourself the best you can be. You're my friend. But I don't like you. I guess you do have something to get off your chest. My life is motivated by what I believe is love, while yours. There's a darkness in you that's ugly, very ugly, and it will kill you. Nothing can kill me. Anything that tries makes me stronger. You're less connected to humanity than I am. You here to save me? I can't do that. You're the best, but I need you to be better. I need to know that you'll try to find peace. I will, when my war is over. Batman. Kal-El. My name is Bruce. You haven't heard a thing I said, have you? Bruce is just a mask. Hello, Father. I got your message. From the tone of your voice, it didn't seem urgent, and there was something I had to do. No, it wasn't urgent. It was more of a need. You sure you can't read minds? Positive. Can you cure cancer? I don't know. I never tried, and I won't. I'm sorry. If I did, people would expect me to perform miracles, but you already do. Do you believe I do? Come here. Huh? I'd like to take you somewhere. You do believe I can fly?
It's... Try to find the words. They don't exist. But this does. My fortress of solitude. I know it's a pretentious name for a amazing place. Who's your decorator? I am. This is me. This is Superman. You're the best, but I need you to be better. I need to know that you'll try to find peace. Why? Jesus. Wonder.
Diana! Batman? He's figured it out. The vanishing. He's going to.
I know. And I won't let him. Do you know how this place makes me feel? Insignificant. It's full of fragments of worlds too fantastic to exist, and too magnificently stubborn not to. It's wonderful in the true sense of the word, and it feels good to feel insignificant, because everything here, all of it, is part of me. If it makes you feel that way, what do you think it does to me? I'm sorry if it's overwhelming, Father Leone, but I wanted to share this with you. I thought it was something you should see before I die, so you could understand me better, even if it's just for a short time. You said, when we first met, you could see the cancer growing in me. Is that why you chose me as your confessor? In some ways, I'm only human. Not many. No, in the one that counts though, I'd like to believe I am. You are. Trust me. I didn't mean to offend. Forgive me. Sure, I absolve you in the name of the I told you a lie. Well, most confessions are just that. You're getting more human by the minute. The vanishing will happen again. What? You said I figured out the technology actually. I've improved it. What does that mean? That it can't be focused. It was never designed to be, but now it is. More important, I know now who created it. Who? There's only one mind on Earth capable. Who? What are you going to do? Kal-El! Get away from that machine! No! I've thought long and hard about this, and it's the only way. It's suicide! It could be. I won't allow you to do this! I don't need permission to, Diana. What was that? Auto-destruct failsafe. You initiated it when you breached the fortress. Abort it! Again. No. Yeah. This blade is tampered in magic, Superman. I will not hesitate to use it. Interesting. You'd kill me to prevent me from what you believe to be suicide. I will stop you. No, you won't. What the hell? Mayday! Mayday! It's Orr! I'm going down! Hard! Brace yourself, Mr. Orr. Diana! Get away from that machine! No! Mr. Orr! What are you doing here? I'm saving you, Father. This is madness, Kal-El. It was called the Vanishing, a hopeful name in the face of hopelessness. For all we know, those people could be gone forever, and our only hope is that they didn't suffer. For all I believe, they're alive. You have no proof. Diana,
I don't need proof. I have something stronger. I have faith. Superman! Diana, save them, please. My father was the greatest scientist on the planet Krypton, an intelligent man. I was a baby when he built a rocket ship that sent me to this world when his was doomed to be destroyed. He chose to save me when he couldn't save any other. He saved me. I choose to save others. That's the difference between my father and me. One I embrace. But at this moment, I'm struck by what we have in common. Perhaps it's something we all share. People from every planet in every galaxy, like sand in an hourglass. Time runs out through us. Father, my sin was trying to save the world. My God, it's like being slapped by color. Color where air once was, racing across my body, through my body, a red like sunset, like dawn. I breathe the color in. It fills me. It feels beautiful. I feel alive. I feel saved. I feel like I may have made a deal with the devil. They tell me this next procedure is going to hurt a little. Well, actually, they said a lot. But relax, Danny boy. We're making you better. What are we looking at, Mr. Orr? A hollow. That was once the hollowed fortress of solitude, Superman's dig, reduced to a hole. That's unfortunate. We've spent considerable time and money attempting to locate the fortress. And there it is. Was. Yes. What were you doing there? What you pay me for? Look, I'm just a spook, remember? Please don't sell yourself short, Mr. Orr, or make us regret we employ you. You're right. I'm just a spook other spooks find spooky. And by the by, 80% of the world's population works for you people in one form or another. So having me on your payroll ain't no great shakes. Answer our question, please. I was there because a scared man whose pain I eased with an injection, I was able to track with the very same injection. This scared man somehow was pals with Superman. Thank you. What of the machine that caused the vanishing? Maybe it was destroyed along with the fortress. My guess though, it is vanished. Just like the Superman. The light is blinding. I've seen it before. The absence of color, which slowly washes across a landscape, pulling my eyes into focus. It's my ears, though, that are attuned to something desperately more important. My rhythm, my heart, my... Superman, you shouldn't be here. Then neither should you. Well, I wouldn't be if it weren't for you. No one would. I've been wrestling with that idea for some time now. Calling it an idea implies it's a theory, but it's a fact. I know that now. Lois is there, behind the wall. I came out here when it became obvious it was uncomfortable for her to see me. Why was that? Obviously, I'm not the man she loves. You should go to her. I've been trying to. First though, I need you to do something for me. Keep another secret? Keep this safe. I will. You can trust me. I'm beginning to remember I can, Clark. This is the vanishing. This place. This world. It's not a black hole or a hole in a pocket. It is the pocket. It is perfection, or at least as close to what my idea of perfection can be. Real perfection. I speed towards. What do you think, Alba? Are the fruits of your labor ready to be picked? Yeah, Lois, though I say we had little to do with the harvest, this place gives us everything we need. I refuse to believe that. Sure, these peaches would have grown without us, but they'll taste better because we had our hands in the soil. We made a difference. That counts for something. She has her faults, of course, but they only prove to make her perfect. Because when I'm with her, I forget my own. I love her. I love. She makes me human. No, I can't be that. But she does make me a man. I'm a man who can fly, but it's this woman who sweeps me off my feet. Lois, I missed you. Shut up! I'm home, in the only arms strong enough to hold me. Her breath smells like a prayer on my lips. Her taste, peaches, consumes me, and she looks like God. How she looks. I'm in paradise, faults and all. Incredible, just as mind-numbingly incredible as it was the first time. You really are something, Man of Steel. Nice of you to notice. How can't I, when I'm surrounded by you? What's it like? Safe. Maybe something, no, certainly something I would have considered boring being who I am. But it's not. It's safe, but we're not supposed to be here. No, you're not. I came to bring you back. I felt that though. Love of my life, this is the most lovely place to be. For most of us. For the most part. Come with me to Metropia. Yes, it's a silly name, but don't apologize for any of this. I'm sorry for Clark. So am I.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you wore glasses. You missed me. The future, blind man. Let me be your eyes. I rip your arms off, beat you into the dirt with them. And I take the wonderful ball. Equals enough. General, he's mine. No, my warhorse. He belongs to the one who is mine. The one who will kneel before me.
After an explosion, all one can hear is terror. So useful because it can be so many things. Intense, overpowering fear. The one who inspires that fear. That ability to inspire fear. Or just an unexpected, intimidating act of violence. I find it cathartic. Halcyon, nice work. Well, what do you know? It worked. Your familiars? You mean Zeus and Apollo? I believe they're just dogs. They bind me. You believe they do. That's enough for me. And though I could drag this on all night, seeing how you're a captive audience, why don't I get to the point? Meaning your knife. Give it to me. The Amazon has it. Dirt of the womb. No, I do. And while I don't actually believe in magic, I don't dismiss that it exists. You have to give it to me to be effective, I'm told. So don't be a witch and give. Never! The Amazon was a bit more generous. She gave me some clay. She? What are you constructing? Zeus, lick her feet. I want her laughing when she hears this. Laura. Jor-El, just look at the expression on his face. His beautiful, wonderful face. Overcome with understanding. What mother doesn't laugh, cry, when seeing her child gasp the meaning of a riddle? How about, Lois, please. There's nothing they can tell you about this place that I can't, Smallville. I realize that, Metropolis. But let them. For me. What does it feel like not to be needed, Kal-El? To stand on a world that can take care of itself. This is a world beyond all imagination. Save yours. Before you were born, I created a phantom zone, a pocket dimension, to house the village criminals on our planet. When Krypton was destroyed, it survived. But so did you. Only because I was put in a rocket and sent to Earth. Yes, you and the means not to just understand our history, but to create it. It was your birthright. It wasn't enough. That's why you all are here. This place is from my hand. I created heaven from hell, the Phantom Zone. What if what happened to Krypton happened to Earth? Would you build a rocket ship to save our child? Lois, that question gave birth to this place. My father saved me, the last son of Krypton, who left an entire planet in his wake. It haunts me. I was made responsible to all those people I never would have met if Krypton had never been destroyed. And the responsibility of a son is not to repeat the sins of his father. When you asked me about our child, I realized its safety was tied to the safety of the entire population of Earth. I could never build enough rocket ships. But you could create a place using your father's Kryptonian technology that could save all of us. I love you for it. But I was wrong. I still love you for doing it.
Haha, we're so close. Stick out your tongues. Lick and grab your boys. Squeeze this day because it's ours. Equus, this day belongs to me and my hate. You will have your revenge, my puppy. But I hate his everything. His essence, his flesh, his blood. My father, when Krypton was doomed to be incinerated and scattered across cold space, chose to save me. I can fly across galaxies at the speed of sound and dive into the blistering fury of a star, but I cannot escape the fact, because he saved me, and me alone, because time ran out, because it never dawned on this great mind that a planet's twilight could happen in seconds. I'm sure when he understood there would be no tomorrow, he tried everything in his power to save his world, believing in himself and that the inevitable was impossible. But it wasn't, and I wonder when he put me on that rocket ship, did he see the last hope of his race or his own failures? How are you feeling? Apprehensive. Not just or loving? You're not playing fair. Okay, how about just loving? That I can be. For how long? For you. Forever. Careful, we're talking eternity here, Smallville. Lois, can you call me Kal-El? What's that? They're back. Who? The others?
You said that our disappearance from Earth is referred to there as the vanishing. Well, some here call it a banishing. You see, not everyone who was brought into paradise bought into paradise. But everything you need isn't necessarily what everyone wants. For some, everything is not enough. I'll take care of it. No, you won't. We haven't revealed that you're here yet, and this really isn't the time. Metropia is in danger. Let your father handle it, Kal-El. It's what he's here for, right?
General, the Guardian is coming.
Already? Can this be so easy? Jor-El? No. He mocks me. Equus. Every so often, the others mount an attack, but it's really just a game to Jor-El. A little back and forth. No one gets hurt, so they come back and play Who the hell is that? Equus. A monster. Banished. What are you?
Alive.
Jor-El!
Clark, Metropia, we've come for your savior. Savior, come out and meet your maker. Citizens of Metropia, your lives mean nothing to me. I will kill you, or I will rule you, because you are nothing to me. This place, Metropia, is a lie, a figment of an imagination weaker than mine. Prepare yourselves for reality. This phony world you inhabit was created not by your Superman, but by a weak man who feared his own doom. For doom implies death, and death has no future. I am terror. I am eternal. I am hell. I am Sword. As I watch a world I created rot and burst from within, I'm struck hardest, not by the fist of one I fear may be able to best me, but by my own arrogance. I tried to save the world, now I struggle to save another. Metropia, made in my own image, out of the clay of the Phantom Zone, because of what I perceived to be my father's failure. I felt he didn't do enough, and now I've done too much, for I've learned what doesn't want to be saved can't be. And for the first time in my life, I understand how my father must have felt when Krypton split at its seams. Yet, as Metropia peels away around me, all I can think of is the world I left behind. One-man Army Corps, version 4. I think you'll like the innovations. Such as? They scaled back the lizard brain enlargement for one, coupled with the synthetic endorphins, not to mention the steroids and the adrenaline. It made V's 2 and 3 unruly. What a quaint way of putting psychotic. The haptic, oligotronic, and hinge tech have all been retained, but with a bonus. Nanoparticle magneto, rheological fluids, housed in a carbon nanotubular vasculature system. You could kill him, and he wouldn't die. As per one of your requests, the voodoo enhancements have been increased. It's not voodoo, Mr. Orr. Right. Where V3 had, this is really hard for me to say, the skeletal wings of a fallen angel embedded in its forearms. Where'd you get that anyway? Please continue, Mr. Orr. V4 has even more church bells and whistles, and a cricket. Excuse me? Cancer has been the platform V's 1 through 3 have been based on. As a cellular mutation, it proved stable for massive intrusion and acceleration well in V4. The mutagenic DNA is now his default DNA.
We've cured cancer? That's one way of putting it. Another is, you've harnessed it. Well, it all looks promising, but unfortunately, we've decided to go in another direction. Fine, it's your call. Just make sure my check, it's already been deposited. Thank you, Mr. Orr. Thank you. What's next? Whatever pays the bills. That's a very mercenary way to go through life. Yeah, well, that's what I am.
You disgust me, and you'd sicken your father. For we both expect more from the son of Jor-El. You've taken my hate, and you've turned it into pity. And it is a pity Jor-El will never see you this way. I hated him. He feared me. We respected each other. Pacifist, warrior, you claim the mantle of both, and you are neither. Just an orphan. Superman! Man? You are neither of those either. Tell me, weak little boy, why did you create this place, then send its engine here to me? Am I supposed to kill you? Is that what you want? I won't, but I will spend the rest of my days grinding your jaw in the mud. My intentions for this place were pure, to prevent the population of Earth from suffering the same fate as Kryptons, and to correct my father's mistake. Using his technology, I sought to make something better, and I did, but when I stepped into it, I felt ashamed. What I've done was created what no man, super or otherwise, had any right to create. How dare you, boy! How dare you tamper with my world! Your brilliant father fashioned this place, a prison of limitless time and space, as a tribute to Krypton's greatest visionary and gravest threat. How can one be both, given time and space? The answer became as clear as the darkness that trapped me, for it was within that darkness that I saw the light. Just a pinprick at first, but so bright a light. I opened my eyes wide. They watered, then dried and cracked, but I wouldn't blink. And as the light grew, my eyes narrowed, because what I saw offended me. My world, mine, transformed, son of Krypton. How dare you dream the unthinkable? When I realized what I created, the better place so many dreams of, I turned to my dream. My wife, she convinced me that what I had made needed to exist. But no one needed to know about it, that it would be another secret we shared. I shaped automations as caretakers, monitors in case this place was ever needed and the door had to be opened. Then I sent them the key. No one, she said, no one. I decided only one. So I meditated, concentrated, and I washed it from my mind. Why? Why did you provide me the means of bringing you back? Why draw me to a light? Why put the means to your end in my hands? When I found the orb, I was confounded. Then I smelled you on it. It took days, years, who knows? But I was able to send it back, hoping it would bring you here, hoping that I could face the seed of my hate, knowing that my hate was stronger than yours. I don't hate you, Saad. You must, so you will. when your metropia is nothing but a grave, and this world is as black as it was originally created to be, I will step towards another light and extinguish it, and you will hate me. I swear on my father's life, I won't. No! Yes, hours, days, seconds. My father was a great man, capable of creating the stuff of imagination, but he couldn't make his world imagine that it would end. He couldn't save it because it refused to be saved. So he chose to save me, and when I landed far away on the third planet orbiting the yellow sun, I became my father's greatest creation. All that I am, was, and yet still may be, was because of an ending. Why is it then that I spent my life doing everything in my power, which is staggering even to me, preventing endings? Why? Why is it I live to save worlds? When one's ending made me, why do I fight against them? Isn't my existence proof enough that there can be happy endings? With every blow we land, the ground beneath us quakes. As our skin splits, so does this earth. It might be the end. It might have to be. I don't know if it will though, because since I have little faith in myself, the device I created to shape this world is gone, vanished. I put it in the hands of a man of faith, of a man I have faith in. Faith to do the right thing. Superman. At first, I'm startled by the sound of my voice. It doesn't sound like me. But then, why should it? I'm not me anymore. What am I?
You're cured.
The voice in my head is even more startling.
I'm bringing you online now. This should really twist your cone.
No, not a voice. Letters forming words, like typing. And you are connected. Welcome to the light.
Pilot.
My name is...
Pilot. That's what the system recognizes you as. Think of it as a password. Now, think of Tel Aviv. What's spilling into your head is all the latest intelligence. Satellite data, city maps, both current and historic, power grids, safe house locations, and maybe even Tel Aviv's kitchen sink. Everything you'd need to carry out a covert strike in that city.
Need, huh? It gets better. You can speak the local dialect too.
You're well versed in about every hand-to-hand combat strategy under the sun. Just let your body react, and you'll see what I mean, on your way out.
Out of where? You don't want to stay where you are. Who are you?
I'm not sure. I'm either a guy who wants to stick your fate in your own hands, or stick it to the men who pulled your plug. You are in an extremely high security location. Escape should be a breeze, but doing it undetected might take some doing.
All the codes you'll need are in the system you're hot-wired to. Just...
That won't be necessary.
Mr. Orr, I've already been given a way out. What? That's impossible. I touched the orb, not knowing what will become of me, but having faith in the man that sent it. I pray it will bring an end. Salvation or damnation. And it isn't until I consider my prayer that I realize only the latter can be my fate. Finally, son of Jor-El, you show your true colors. By eliminating my means of escape from the Phantom Zone, you damned me, as your father did. He would be proud. General, my name is Kal-El, and my father would do everything in his power, which was staggering,
to stop what is happening today, the destruction of a world, and I will as well. I strike, buying myself minutes, not much time, but hopefully all I need to see all I need for the last time.
Yeah! Bet that didn't work the way you wanted it to, did it, honey? Here, try this. Yeah, hurt me like you love me.
Let go of her, or I promise you'll rip your own heart out.
Laura, let go of him.
Clark, Kal-El.
Lois, call me whatever you want to, but please, don't let me forget hearing it.
Superman.
I love you. Don't forget that. Whatever happens, know that I love you. And know that I've known love.
I'm not following you?
I wouldn't ask that. I've lived the last year of my life just to be able to say goodbye to you. This world I created, it's somehow linked not just to me, but to Zod, a Kryptonian general who was banished here and has become part of its fabric. The more we pound each other, the more Metropia breaks apart. You understand what I'm about to do.
You mean kick his ass and save the day?
I'm afraid it's not that easy.
I'm afraid that's all there's left to do. Are you up to it, Clark?
Kick his ass and save the day. Abandon this world that I created so that Earth, given the same threat, would not suffer Krypton's fate. Father, forgive me, but it's that easy. I've learned so much from you, but I've learned from others as well. Diana, Batman, Zod, you deserve this place. Deserve it? Your father constructed it for me. You innocent puppet. This is the end. The fighting below has stopped because they know this is the end. Unless I fight against it. The means to is here, meaning the man I sent it to believed sending it back was the right thing to do. So I open the door and I tell everyone, save yourself. And those who can't, I save. Because I can. Even as the doorway ripples across Metropia, washing its citizens home.
What have I done? This blood, how can I wash my hands? I always believed hell was just a story, imagined by those who needed something to distract us from the hell they created in reality. But I'm in hell, real hell, and damn me, it's of my own design. How do I get out? Superman?
When I see the monster pieced together from the same murderer's skin and steel as equals, a man who turned his back on his own humanity, my eyes turn red. Redder than the blood it wallows in. Redder than the blood I spill. So help me, you will regret every life you took today.
So help me. You do read minds.
My God, Father, what did they do to you?
They are not responsible. I did this to myself. Superman, kill me.
I can't. I'm sorry.
Brother.
No! What does it mean when a man whose life is built on faith, sacrifices it by saving his own life? Superman! Save me! And what does it mean when a man is willing to sacrifice his own life for what he believes in? Zod! Give me your hand! What does it mean? I don't know. All over Earth, the vanished appear. It's unsettling. And not just for them, but an understanding is instantly shared. An empathy I see in their eyes. It's as if I could read minds. I can help. I want to help. And they do. They help everyone but me. All I want at this moment is to hold my wife and never let her go. But they would never allow that to happen. So I go, knowing you will forget the vanishing. It will take time, but it will come to pass. The living of life will see to it, in the wake of threats and catastrophes yet to happen. The living of life has a way of making the important a memory. And while I construct a new fortress of solitude, built surrounded by life instead of ice, I think about my life, about my loves, about my home, about my fight, and about you. I will always be there to save you, because I am Superman. Believe that until the end. The end. I wonder when it comes, who will save me?